Good evening, viewers, and welcome to today's edition of the news. First, let's have a look at the headlines. Nearly 15 lakh tests conducted in the last 24 hours. COVID recovery rate reaches 81.74%. Meghalaya government legalizes winemaking in the state. Heavy rains trigger landslides, 3 bodies recovered at Lower Lomparing. And country's apex regulator of medical education and profession, National Medical Commission, comes into existence. And now for the news in detail. The nation achieved another milestone in COVID testing by conducting nearly 15 lakh tests in the last 24 hours. With a cumulative testing figure of around 7 crores, India continues to be one of the countries across the world conducting most number of daily tests. Starting from just one testing lab at National Institute of Virology, Pune, in January this year, the country today has 1,818 labs for testing COVID-19 samples, which includes 1,084 government and 734 private labs. The country is registering a continuous increase in the number of patients recovered from COVID-19. With recovery of over 81,000 people in the last 24 hours, the total recovery tally has crossed over 47,56,000. The overall recovery rate has now reached 81.74%. The Meghalaya cabinet yesterday decided to legalize winemaking in the state by approving the proposal to formulate rules on the introduction of the manufacturing and sale of homemade fruit wines. The state government has finally realized the potential of winemaking as it can promote horticulture, tourism and generate revenue for the state. Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma informed that the government will formally create rules where individuals can now make homemade wines and sell it in the market. According to him, the ad valorem fees will be only 100 rupees per case. No VAT will be levied on these producers, and the license fees for these producers will be as much as 7,500 rupees per annum.
This will now allow farmers whose produce sometimes goes to waste. They will be helped with this particular process. Ad valorem that is paid by these homemade fruit wine producers will be much lesser compared to the other products, and we strongly feel that this will really boost not just the overall the wine sector, local wine sector in the state, but I think it will go a long way in helping the farmers also who produce a lot of fruits in the state. So this.
The Cabinet yesterday approved the proposal to converge Chief Minister's Rural Development Fund and the Chief Minister's Special Urban Development Fund, having an amount of 8 crore rupees and 4 crore rupees respectively. Talking to reporters, Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma informed that these funds were implemented through the respective Urban Affairs and Community and Rural Department. Another agenda taken up yesterday are the Meghalaya settlement of areas under State Taxation Act's Ordinance, the rules for Meghalaya Settlement of Areas 2020, remission of stamp duty on Emergency Credit Line Guarantee Scheme and PM Swanidhi Scheme, Meghalaya Court Fees e-payment and amendment to the Meghalaya Minerals Cess Act 1988.
With this, we expect that the overall revenue of the state also will improve under the cess. We used to receive a cess amount of about 48 crores in 2018-19, and it increased to 73 crores in 2019-20. So we expect then additional 40 to 50 crores more to come in with the change and addition of these new minerals in the cess list.
The incessant rain on the past few days triggered a major landslide on Friday morning, in which 5 people were buried alive in Dhobighat at Lower Lomparing. According to the reports, the incident happened around 6 a.m. in the morning. Rescue operations by the Fire and Emergency Services, the SDRF, the Police Department and locals are still on. So far, 3 dead bodies have been recovered until the filing of this report, and 1 body of a female is suspected to be washed away by the water. The India Meteorological Department has declared red alert in East Khasi Hills district for the 24th and 25th of September 2020 with heavy to very heavy rainfall at isolated places. The assembly elections in Bihar will be held in 3 phases starting from the 28th of next month. The counting will take place on the 10th of November. He said 71 assembly constituencies will go to poll in the first phase on 28th October, 94 seats in the second phase on the 3rd of November and 78 seats in the third phase on the 7th of November. The Election Commission has informed that it will decide on by-polls for 1 Lok Sabha and 64 assembly seats after a review meeting on the 29th of September on issues raised by some states on poll timing. 3 people were washed away and killed by the water during the flash floods that hit West Khasi Hills on Thursday early morning, while 3 people were injured in a landslide that occurred in several parts of the district. Heavy rainfall that hit the district has brought several landslides. Today early morning, 2 houses in Nongstoin village were damaged due to landslide that led to 2 people being injured and who were later taken to Nongstoin Civil Hospital for medical treatment. The same happened at Upper New Nongstoin village, where a house collapsed and was damaged during the landslide, and 1 individual was seriously injured in the incident and was shifted to hospital. The National Medical Commission, in place of the Medical Council of India, as the country's apex regulator of medical education and profession, has come into existence from today, with the NMC coming to being. The Board of Governors, which superseded the MCI on September 26, 2018, to perform its functions has been dissolved, and the nearly 64-year-old Indian Medical Council Act has been abolished. Dr. Suresh Chandra Sharma, former head of the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, ENT Department, Delhi, has been appointed as chairman for a period of 3 years. And now for the weather report. Shillong's maximum temperature was recorded as 21.7 degrees Celsius, while the minimum temperature touched 17.5 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity in the morning was 100%, while the relative humidity in the evening was 96%. Shillong received 9.4 millimeters of rainfall today. The forecast for the capital and its adjoining areas is that the region will likely receive moderate rain and thunder showers in the next 24 hours. Let's have a quick recap of the headlines. Nearly 15 lakh tests conducted in the last 24 hours. COVID recovery rate reaches 81.74%. Meghalaya government legalizes winemaking in the state. Heavy rains trigger landslides, 2 bodies recovered at Lower Lompering. And the country's apex regulator of medical education and profession, National Medical Commission, comes into existence. Well, that's all we have for you today. Thank you for watching. Do tune in again tomorrow to the same channel and at the same time. And until next time, stay safe and goodbye.